It is a wonderful day and we are delighted to bring to you the 12th edition of the ASTUTE Inc., your most trusted newspaper. Today is Tuesday, October 5, 2021, and we are echoing from our headquarters in Yaoundé. I am Fonban Emmanuel Lenzemo, publisher of the ASTUTE Inc. We open gates with our prime story captioned, Honorable Lawson Talbot denies threatening a journalist. The story narrates the version of the Member of Parliament in his case with an Equinox journalist concerning CPDM section elections in Kumba, Meme Division. In the same story, Honorable Lawson questions the credibility of the elections as he argues the eligibility of the Mayor of Kumba, the alleged winner of the CPDM section elections in Kumba. The MP further questions how the mayor could mobilize over 4,800 voters to vote for him, but could not succeed to convince 10 of his staff to be at work the next day. Read this on page 6 of the ASTUTE Inc. We take you to the Biggie 237 mansion in Douala, Cameroon's economic capital, where we focus on recent squabbles between house members, Fish, a renowned artist, and Patience, who accused Fish of touching her buttocks. This came and won some attention to the show. Will Biggie 237 be boring or fascinating if Fish and Patience were evicted? Tap this on page 9 of the ASTUTE Inc. The Minister of State, Minister of Leisure and Tourism, Bello Buba Maigari, last week presided over an event to mark the World Tourism Day. He encouraged COVID-19 vaccination as the tourism sector prepares for full recovery. Read this on page 4 of the ASTUTE Inc. On the alleged recent deployment of heavy military combat vehicles to Bamenda, an 85-year-old man laments, can good news not come from Yaoundé other than tanks? Read this on page 7 of the ASTUTE Inc. We move to page 11 where Ambe Angelica Mondi, who is a director at the Ministry of Social Affairs in charge of persons living with disabilities and the old, granted a special interview to the ASTUTE Inc. after activities to mark the World Day of the Old. She believes elderly people need internet as much as the youth. On page 2, we look at the recent military takeovers in Chad, Mali, and Guinea-Conakry, and we ask the question, will these countries become better or worse in the hands of the military? Other stories include the mayor of Bamenda 3 Council, who recently donated gifts to persons living with disabilities and encouraged them to live above their disabilities. Read this on page 3 of the ASTUTE Inc. In this edition, we also gave attention to the National Agency for Information and Communication Technologies, known by its French acronym ANTIC. We shared the message of the General Manager, Professor Ebot, whose commitments in administration is yielding fruits in sensitizing Cameroonians on cyber security. Meanwhile, on page 12, you can read Biya's message delivered by Lejeune Bella, Minister of External Relations at the 76th edition of the United Nations General Assembly. This is where we round up our review. Remember to contact us for partnership, adverts, news coverage, and any other related services within our reach. Our contacts are info@theastuteinc.net for emails, and telephones and WhatsApps are available on 674-774546. You can follow us for updates on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram using the name The ASTUTE Inc. You could as well visit our website on www.theastuteinc.net. Stay blessed and God bless you as you continue to support us.